Good evening, everyone. So today we are doing the season finale for both the truck and Xfinity mode. I'll tell you what, chat. This is a great day for us. We have dominated this truck series, and the Xfinity series has come right down to the wire. So yeah, TA, welcome to the stream, my dude. How are you doing tonight? I mean, there's no other words that I can use to describe this. It is awesome that we're going to get the triple
Hey,
crown. What's up, PFC? Welcome to the stream. Man, we have everyone coming out over here for 12:30 at night stream, so gotta love it. So yeah, those are the settings. Let's get to the track. We don't have any time to lose. Let's go and win these titles. So how's everyone doing today? Hopefully y'all are doing great. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be racing for a title. Oh, actually, give me one hot second. Alright, we're good. Alright, so, not gonna lie, chat. I've had no practice with this, so we are going straight into this blind. So I know, based on my previous experience at Homestead, that setup 7 works really well. So let's just go along with that and see how we do. Nowhere else to go but up, right? So yeah, let's go and let's just go straight to qualifying. Who needs practice?
Hammer down.
Man, Heat 4 is 2 days away, chat. 2 days. Alright, so right around here.
and I still haven't pre-ordered.
And you still haven't pre-ordered TA? What? How are you also gonna get your Jeff Gordon DLC? Come on. You gotta do that. Today's the last day, my dude.
I am doing good, and how are you doing?
I'm doing great, PFC. Thanks for asking. Man, actually, I literally just got off work. I just got back home. And I'm just, the entire time, I'm just like, I can't wait to stream this. I've been having a really good week. So, I appreciate you guys for stopping on out and watching me go around putt-putt in a circle for,
Gotta put that money check in the bank.
Oh yeah, no, I get you.
Let's see what that puts us on the
10th
board.
place, okay, that was a strong for, like, no practice whatsoever. You know what, I'll take that. I saw Brett Moffitt on pole. He's always good here. Gotta love it. PFC, actually, I watched a little bit of your stream while I was at work. Good job in the Cup Series, by the way. So yeah, we're still P10, so nowhere else, no one else got dinged. So let's just start this race. Let's go and win this, because we're going for win number 7 out of 12. And if we can win this, chat, then we beat our previous season record of 7 wins as opposed to 6 in a championship mode. But no, I get that, TA. You gotta put that money in.
Stay sharp. All right, be ready.
All right,
Thank
and
you.
we are green. By the way, guys, I don't know if anyone saw on Twitter, but my emotes just got approved. So we are an official affiliate. Emotes, loyalty badges, the whole 9 yards.
Stay high, still there.
Would have had money in there Friday if I hadn't forgot to go.
Hold your line, you got one inside.
No big deal. Not a big deal at all. Alright, so...
Line, stay up high. Stay
I
high.
saw that.
Still there. Still there.
Look at Corbin Forrester up here, acting like he's a big shot. Yeah, I'm super excited for it, Chad. You guys have no idea.
Inside.
And I have a certain surprise for when I start backing out of this. When I start Heat for career mode.
Hold your line for me. Hold your line. Clear high, bud.
I mean, we just cannot get down low. That's where all the money action is right there. But I guess
This stream is brought to you by Private Patent through Twitch affiliation and the Mike Harmon AI acting completely whack as hell.
oh my god. You know, I'm really thinking that my Xfinity Championship mode person is going to be Mike Harmon. So whenever I win, it's like, alright, we're going to Applebee's. Or whenever I get in a wreck, it's like, oh man, my face when I go to Applebee's to explain what I just did. That's gonna be me. That's gonna be my go-to.
Still there.
My god, that entire thing was absolutely insane.
Careful.
Did Michael and Ed ever go get him an apple?
No, he didn't. That's the joke, is that like Mike Harmon was like, yeah, let's go to Applebee's, and then Michael and Ed was just like, no, let's go to Burger King. Apparently they talked it out though, and I used. Okay, Johnny, I see you.
Think tight there, driver. Hold this line here.
And I used talk loosely. I mean, it was just like bickering back and forth, awkwardly.
Think tight there, driver. Hold this line here. Wow, that's fast.
It didn't really go anywhere,
Think tight there,
needless to say.
driver. Hold this line here. You're all clear up top.
So like, yeah, it's just like one of those things.
Car on the outside now. Outside.
But I just thought it was funny that, like, you know, Michael Annette is like talking this big game, you know, like his career hasn't been the best, but like, you know, he's having a career year. Man, I'm loose. He's having a career year, and all of a sudden, like Mike Harmon comes over here, and Michael Annette's just like talking this big game, like, oh, you know, like, I don't mean to race or talk to idiots. Haven't been raised that way. It's just like, whatever, dude. Yes, you've been consistent this year, but like, you're not the best driver in the series. You know, accidents happen. Calm down.
I am very excited for Heat 4.
2 days.
Careful. Still there.
2 days, chat. Like I said, Tuesday will literally just be us just testing the waters.
Stay low.
I may like start a career mode, but it won't be the main one I do. I want to see how like starting a team with like no money is gonna actually work. See how Legend AI is and compare to hard. Essentially, it's just gonna be like a test stream. I updated my Twitch stream scheduling, both on Twitter and down low on the Twitch page if you guys are curious on what is going to happen. I am going to actually... I'm actually going to skip Daytona because, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, my entire career mode is me based around starting an Xfinity team from the ground up. So, like, starting in the series and starting with no money based on what they give me for, like, sponsorship deals and all that. So I want to not get destroyed at Daytona, so I am going to skip that race, but we are going to race Atlanta, of course, and everything else from after that. Alright, but we're actually making our way to the front here, so after that slight hiccup in the very beginning. I can also feel the tire wear starting to come off. I'm also excited for Homestead to be a night race now. I don't understand why it's in the day. I'm actually going to try the high side here. Okay, well, I accomplished nothing. Ooh, good job. You haven't done anything. Fill in Filthy Frank reference here.
Jeff Fabignano posted a video about starting a team in truck.
Yes, I saw that actually. He was looks like he was racing on Legend AI,
Your driver, hold this line here.
and to me it looks super hard.
Inside,
But
inside.
it looks super hard, but it's easier than what it was in Heat 3, considering that you can actually keep up with the people around you. So like fellow 3-star teams. Oh, okay, well, let's rewind a little bit. It actually, to me, looks like if you like start in a series without doing the hot seats and all that,
Still there.
if you just do that and go and race a race, you are actually worse than a 3-star team. However, as soon as you make your first upgrade, you are on par with them, which is good, because, you know, like Heat 3 is the classic, you know, unless you have like at least a 90 engine and like suspension and chassis didn't mean anything, that then you weren't competitive. At least now with like at least like 80, you are in there, which is good.
Careful now. Still there. Clear high, bud.
Gotta love us cutting.
In Heat 3 you couldn't keep up with the 3-star team in a 4-star
Careful
rocket.
now. Still there.
Yes, exactly. It was very unbalanced. Like it was either like
Hold this line here.
it was like 5-star or bust, or literally like set the difficulty down. And I want to avoid putting the difficulty down, but like if I'm forced to, like if it's just like literally undrivable, and I'm like 3 seconds off the pace from like from the nearest competitor, which I'm gonna be upfront with you guys. If you watch my career mode, the entire first season, it's literally just gonna be me putting around in 30th place or so, in the 30s. I just want to give you guys the heads up that that is what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's gonna be me putting around in the 30s.
Inside.
I've hated on 704 so much, but I'm ready to own it if Heat 4 blows it out of the water.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, based on everything I've been seeing so far, it's like a complete overhaul of what Heat 3 was and honestly should have been. Like, you know,
Still there.
I really do love this game, but its flaws are really apparent. You know? Is it a good game? Depends on your definition of good. Is it a fun game? Yeah, I like it. But its flaws stand out. Like, it's also a good thing, because I also saw that NASCAR posted a video on Heat 4. I mean, it's official. Ping pong is no longer a thing. The apron is no longer ice. So that's good. You know, it's the little things like that, you know? That should never have been a thing to begin with.
Hi.
Really loose through there. Sup, Cozy? Welcome to the stream, my dude. How have you been doing today? And we got the Groovy crew on tonight. Watching me putt around in second place. Can't catch Stuart Friesen for the life of me.
Good.
That's awesome, my guy. We're just talking about Heat 4 and what we're doing. What we're going to be doing for that.
The apron has been ice since 2008. I'll never forget the first time I looked it.
But, like, it's no longer ice, which is good. Like, it's tested. I'm just about to smack the wall right there. I had to get the lead out and just stop. So, yeah. Apron's no longer ice. Ping pong doesn't exist. What's it called? Another thing, AI is actually smarter. You know, they'll actually pit during cautions. That's good. During my career mode, I will be doing stages. My championship mode won't. That'll be single stage. Funnily enough, you know, you would sort of think this is obvious, but you actually get loose when your tires wear and not tight, which is good. because that's realism. So that just means driver skill comes more and more apparent when you're on worn tires. Jeff Fabiano as well also demonstrated.
Nice. I was taking about Heat 4 in my stream today. How was comparing it to NASCAR Thunder 2004 and NASCAR 15.
Ooh. I see, that's a good comparison. What's your hot take on that, Cozy? Give me the hottest, spiciest of takes. Do you think it'll be on par with it, or do you think it'll be like one of those, oh no, you're never gonna come close to the majesty that is Thunder 04 and 05?
Bidding in front of you.
Alright, so who bit the dust? Hello.
Hold your line.
Okay, Joe.
Hold your line.
Okay, Noah. Let it be known that that was not my fault. I was avoiding him, and I got sandwiched because of it.
Because how they added the garage in the graphics. And less contact that get in this game.
Oh yeah, no, exactly. Oh, that's gonna be a thing, chat. What do you guys... And it's actually a question for everyone. What settings do you want me to race on? Like, because I know there's gonna be like so many more settings that I could do. What I mean by that, like, do you want like the less skill, and so like if I make contact like that, I saw NASCAR demonstrate that they just spin out.
Careful now. Still there.
Do you want that on? Do you want it to make it as hard as possible, or do you guys want to just see like a realistic experience? Tires are starting to wear. I'm getting tighter.
Hold your line here. Hold the wheel.
Well, thought I could clear Grant there, but I guess not. I tried.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold
Could
your line here.
probably clear him in 3 and 4 though.
Top lane straight here. Use it if you need it. Top lane straight.
The highly manipulated AI without easy recovery. If I don't pre-order, I'll be using your stream as a judge of whether I'm spending the 50.
Alright, that's cool. Well, I appreciate that then, TA. Well, like I said, Tuesday will be the test day, you know? I'll be like starting a career. I mean, it won't be like the career that we're using. That officially starts on Wednesday. But it'll be like...
I also want to win Heat 4. Since 100 race on career and championship, I'm going to do that when I get it. And also do online and challenges.
Well, challenges actually gets you something now, so there's a reason for doing that. So yeah, I'm doing challenges as well. That will be... Honestly, that would probably be like a weekend thing. Because like I have like cup test streams, and honestly that's very open-ended. So like hell, I can just do challenges on stream as well. But no, it's gonna be really good. I mean, 100% races. This game looks infinitely harder. So like, there's no just dominating from start to finish. Like when you're on like a maxed out car or anything, because tire wear matters. You get loose. So if you're running without assist, you know, you actually have to manage your throttle and brake and all that.
Got a car up top. It's up top. Got a car high now.
You actually may have to brake now and not just let off the gas. But no, hopefully I can be a good benchmark for you guys, because it's going to be a learning experience for me as well.
Still there.
Alright, so how are we doing strategy today, boys? We already won the championship.
Clear all around.
What's the grand... Holy God, Cody Coughlin.
Hold your line.
Hey, you know what? You do you. I saw you rocket past me like that. Jesus. There's no stopping this man.
Yeah, you can also run the tire fall on normal.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Do you want the AI to have like equal fall off with me, or do you want them to? I'm not saying like have like their tire fall off now, like it is now in Heat 3, because that's just god awful. Like who would want that? Because like I'm essentially just thinking like Tuesday will be like me testing with like everything as normal. Like
Got one outside now.
like I'm pretty sure there's like literally it's called like normal like difficulty or something like that. Not like the actual AI difficulty, but like
Stay on the bottom
the
right.
AI
Still
settings.
there.
Everything's normal. Like you know you don't.
Stay low. Stay low.
They have equal
Line here.
fall off as you do.
Clear outside.
I cannot get away from these guys.
Hold your line. Got one inside. Hold your
30
line.
laps in, still putting around in third place.
Still there.
This I would actually be effective in Heat 4 and not just...
I did my last NASCAR Heat 3 stream today.
Yeah, I actually saw that. I literally, I caught like the tail end of it. I
did challenges for just fun yesterday and Saturday night.
I do remember, because I got a notification that you went live, and I think that's what I saw as well. I was in Detroit like all day Saturday, which is why I'm doing Truck and Xfinity tonight, because originally this was supposed to be Cup night, and I was going to take tomorrow off, but like I got held up in Detroit, so well, here we are. Alright, so I'm thinking about doing what I did last season and just do 45 lap increments. That'll help the tire wear, as well as it'd actually be like a really clean cut. It would be like 45, 45, and like 46 or 44 laps. It was like literally like an exact two-stop.
Clear high, bud.
And I remember it working really well because we got lucky with a caution, so yeah. What do you guys think, chat? I mean, I already won the championship, so you might as well go for something different, you know?
Need you to stay on the bottom right here. Still there.
Come on, Noah.
Hang tight there, driver.
Just
Hold this.
hard racing between myself and AI. If only it was actually like this all year round. There goes Grant. We have comers and goers. Cody Coughlin's back there now.
Stay up high here. Stay up high. Still there.
How is Stuart Friesen still in the lead?
Careful now. Still there.
Gonna force Brandon Finger and use Timothy Peters as a pick.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold
But
this
wait,
line.
I made my last one before I move on to Heat 4. At
Yeah.
moment going focus on that as my main as Heat 4 and the new Gear 5 that comes on.
Hey, you know, I mean, Tuesday is gonna be a very busy day for all of us streamers, you know? It's gonna be a very busy category.
Still there. Stay low. Stay low. Still there.
Oh, by the way, I added you to the auto host club because I saw you did that to me, and I was really appreciative for that, so I put you on auto host as well.
Still there.
I'm getting so tight now. Wait, what was my lefts? Oh, okay, I thought it said like 89. I'm just like, no, that's not right. There's no way I did 10% on my lefts. I'm about to be like,
Stay low. Stay low.
shit, I'm just taking rights.
Oh thanks man, you're making blush lol.
Stay low.
Coming in hot.
Careful now. Still there.
Look out, Max. There we go. Hold up Noah Gregson for me.
Stay low, stay low. Careful now, still there. Clear all around.
Okay, Grant, I see you.
Inside,
Oh, by the way, okay, so let's talk about the Brickyard today. How'd y'all like that? Give me the hottest of takes.
Inside your driver, hold this line here.
Good race, bad race. Because let's start with the actual race before we move on to playoff implications, you know? I'll be pitting here in 5 laps, by the way. I made that decision.
About the end of Eric Johnson playoff streak.
Oh, I was going to get to that, but if we're bringing that up now, then we are... I think it was Eric Estep that said it, that we are at the end of an era for Johnson. Johnson is come and gone, and now it's time for a new passing of the guard. Yeah, it's definitely interesting, you know, being there from the beginning, and here we are
I'm
now.
still hurting from the hit my fantasy picks surely took.
Who was your fantasy picks? Was it literally like Eric Jones, Truex, Kyle Busch, and Keselowski? Because if it is, oh, I'm so sorry. Because that is rough.
Jones, Busch, Johnson.
Oof. A mega oof. Oh my god. Like, literally, I was thinking that Johnson was gonna make it, but, like, I don't want to blame William Byron, but, like, I was expecting a little bit more room from a teammate against a person who is locked into the playoffs with a person who is trying to make the playoffs, you know? You know, there's a certain level of respect that I would expect to be given, especially between teammates, but that was just never a thing with Willie B, I guess. You know, kudos to him for his first time making the Cup playoffs.
Speaking of which, I wish 14-year-old me could see him now.
Oh, Johnson? I mean, you know, every great driver has their receding moment, you know? You cannot tell me that Dale Sr., should he have survived the 2001 500, that he would have not eventually just stopped winning races. We're pitting this lap, by the way. Every driver has their... A great driver has their receding seasons. Jeff Gordon was one as well. He was my guy, you know? But the early 2010s... I couldn't remember pit time.
I hated him with the passion back then, now I like him, and Senior kind of did stop winning races at the end.
Exactly, and that's the point I'm trying to make, because there was one particular guy that I saw on Twitter that was just like, oh my god.
Hey, we don't speak about 2010. It was okay race at moment. The entertainment did some things, but didn't really outstand with the package it brought to the track. Which did Q.
To kind of really make a factor in the race, but I give it 70%. But the crowd didn't nearly fill up. So, yeah, exactly. So yeah, like that's the thing, is that like it was more than Darlington, but since Indy is so much bigger than Darlington, it just looks empty, you know? Alright, so we come out in 30th, which is fine. This is fine. But yeah, like, you know, every NASCAR great has their like final season. You know, like, I'm trying to come up with another phrase besides just receding seasons. But Yeah, no, there's one guy on Twitter that I saw. I was like, oh my god, Johnson's such a washed-up has-been. You know, he shouldn't even be out there.
Bubba Wallace getting third was dumb luck sadly. But this track kind to be slight better than Pocono 1 race.
Oh my god, I think any race like that is better than Pocono, like the June Pocono race. Honestly, like, the June Pocono race is one thing. I thought the June Michigan race was worse. All of y'all saying Pocono was bad. Yes, it was bad, but I thought June Michigan was worse. Jesus Christ. Cheese and crackers. Logano literally just put on a show. No one could get past him. It was like a super speedway track, not on a super speedway. But yeah, no, Bubba Wallace, you know, a huge attaboy, you know? I mean, I also want to shout out my guy as well, Chase Elliott, you know, through no fault of his own, gets wrecked on pit road, and then all of a sudden finishes 9th, you know? Battling all day, albeit there was a lot of top contenders that either took themselves out, or they just didn't have good performances. There was a lot of wrecked cars at the end of the day, needless to say, but huge 9th place after literally just getting wrecked on pit road. I don't know, I would actually use that this race is a good explanation that Indianapolis could be good for the Cup Series, you know? I mean, I'm on the team that, like, you know, Indy is not meant for Cup anymore. With the current package that it supports, it is a one-groove track. You are flat out in the corners, but with the high downforce setup that we have, you know, it's almost impossible to pass.
I kind of like Pocono, but weather is crazy. I was there when Boucher won and it got rained out the day before. I've never seen NASCAR post. Yeah, how about Keselowski crashing into the tire barriers?
Oh my god.
But you really don't see that every race, lol.
I mean, honestly, that's another huge argument for safer barriers needing to be on the inside walls as well. You know, that's a huge argument for that. And, like, thank God those tires were there, because Keselowski may have been, like, seriously injured if that wasn't for that. Really loose if I get it down on the bottom like that. I guess I just gotta stick it out in the middle. In the medium, yes. Alright, so let's see where we come out at, because I have no idea.
For about 3 seconds I thought Keselowski was dead until I realized he hit the tires and not a solid wall.
Oh, like, literally, yeah, exactly. Hey, look at this, Chad. Look at this undercut working on us. That is for the net P1 right there. Stuart Friesen. I don't know how he lost, like, 2 seconds to us, but he did. Me and my loose race truck over here, allowing him just to come back on us. We've come to get this bread. But, like, seriously, like, you know, like, my dad is not, like, a Keselowski fan by any stretch of the imagination. Like, any stretch of the imagination. But when he saw his wreck, he was just like, oh my god, please tell me he's alright, you know? He didn't actually say that, but that's what his body language was giving off. It was that gruesome. Like, you know, sideways like that, you know, just... Someone was watching out for him with the tires being right there. I mean, the same thing can be said with Bowman. When Bowman had his issue, he landed in like where he ended up was
so
actually in the.
So some burnouts this Thursday.
I want to, yes, but there was Alex Bowman when he had his issue landed right in the opening, And if he was going any faster, you know, that would have been bad. Like he was going like easily like about like I want to say like 100 miles per hour or something like that. But still, like it could have been a lot worse. Probably not 100. But yes, I want to see some burnouts. Ryan Newman, attaboy to him for making the playoffs. William Byron, first time in the playoffs, you know. Okay, so who's no longer on board the Daniel Suarez train anymore? He did not impress me at all. Like throughout, so far his Cup career has been very lackluster for the equipment that he's been in.
I saw a bad wreck at dirt track I was doing videos for a few years ago where a car hit an opening.
Oof. Exactly. Like that's just a huge argument for safer barriers on the inside walls. To the inside of Stewie.
Like you see Newman make playoffs, even almost won a championship.
Yeah, dude, he made the Final Four. They kept the announcers, like Rick Allen, just kept bringing up, yeah, that he once said on his radio. It's like, hey, yeah, remember ISM in 2013? If it comes down to that, I will do it again. Okay, good talk.
I don't understand how Suarez had a promising Xfinity career and he had nothing in Cup.
I mean, like, I've had conversations like this on stream before. We've come to the conclusion that Daniel Suarez was like one of those people that just moved up too early. And, you know, like, let's look at it direct side by side with William Byron. This is Suarez's, what? Second, third? No, this is third year in Cup, correct? Yeah. And William Byron's, this is his second. You know, he made the playoffs comfortably, like, without, like, any question on it. And, Daniel Suarez has yet to make the playoffs once. William Byron, I don't know his top 5 stats, but Daniel Suarez consistently can run well on certain tracks and then slides to the back. He's very Jimmy Johnson in that regard. Qualifies well, but cannot put together an entire race. So, I personally, we've come to the conclusion that, like, it's just because he moved up too early. But at the same time,
Byron's lack of performance has surprised me.
Byron is very hit or miss. Like, he has some good tracks and he has some bad tracks. Like, you know, his qualifying pace, boy howdy, you know, like, that boy is straight fire in qualifying. He has, like, what, 6 front row starts this year? And, like, 3 or 4 poles, something like that? It's, like, absolutely insane. But it's just the fact that he cannot put together a good race. Like, Watkins Gun was a huge example of that. He literally took himself out trying to take out Kyle Busch, sorry. Alright, so we're starting to put a gap on Stuart Friesen. That's great. We're actually coming to halfway to the line here in 5 laps. Still really loose. Still no caution, too. Wow. Can we get another caution-free race? I'm not gonna say caution-free stream. That's just too much. Caution-free stream supreme.
Hendrick hasn't had the turnaround I expected.
They have in the form of Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott and Bowman to a certain degree. I feel like with Bowman, like, he's like the exact opposite. Like, he qualifies poorly, but same with Chase. I guess I can actually group them. but he makes steady improvements and ends up in the front. You know? But I think that's just also experience talking in the form of him racing multiple back marker teams, so he can put together what it's needing in order to compile a good race. Well, what's it called? So yeah, there's that, and then Chase being Chase, he's now the new leader at Hendrick, you know, with Jimmy Johnson essentially being ushered out. Someone has to fill that role. And like we said, like earlier, it's like that changing of the guard, you know. Really, like it's just that line, you know, very loose. Truck just wants to spin around. Doesn't really do it in turns 1 and 2, just 3 and 4 for some reason.
But I was proud of Johnson team how to make Johnson's car run better. Just Johnson just making to make 3 wide which made car loose. Cost
his chances, cost his chances not 8th championship this year. Yeah, there's that, but it's not Byron's fault. I think Byron could have gave Johnson more room, but not hating on Byron at all. No, I agree with you. Like, you know, I'm not hating on Byron at all. You like, you know, you gotta race hard, you know? I was just expecting just a little bit more room, you know?
Johnson is nearing the end, but who do they have waiting in the wings besides Gregson?
I mean, I hope it's not Gregson. I mean, I've always been a huge advocate for Allgaier, you know, getting his second opportunity in Cup, but I don't know, dude's like, what, 33 years old? At this point, he's probably a Xfinity lifer, now the more I think about it. I'm always his advocate, though. He's my guy in the Xfinity series. Dude has talent, but, like, it's probably going to be, someone, like, outsourced, like a GMS up-and-comer, you know? Unless there's, like, someone that can just blow through the ranks, which we haven't seen for a while. Whoa. Huge loose moment there. Had to chase it up the track. But yeah, hopefully it's not Gregson. It's definitely not going to be Michael on that. I don't know. It may be, I don't know, there's people that's...
maybe, but he hasn't done anything this year.
John Hunter Nemechek has been, like, the biggest disappointment for me, honestly. Like, honestly, like, here he is, you know, like, you know, he's in his quote-unquote hot seat over at, Chip Ganassi, mixed with Ross Chastain. You know, with Ross winning at Las Vegas, there was that pressure in order to win for John Hunter, because he was going to finish out the season with them. And, you know, ultimately he did at Kansas, you know, kudos to him. But, like, literally, it's like, each and every race, he takes himself out. These past 2 races at Darlington and Indy, he has wrecked himself at. There is... I don't know. Like, he has been, like, the biggest disappointment for me. I mean, same with Brandon Jones, but Brandon Jones just is always a disappointment for me. We can't make it the rest of the way. So there's really no point in pitting right now, so... Alright, well... Big think. Yeah,
Where
you know
the hell did Brandon Jones even come from? Is he even human? I was just watching Xfinity one day and there he is.
Daddy's money. That's where he came from. He's like one of those, he bought a ride, essentially. He brought sponsorship with him, and here he is. Me personally, I'm on the team that he doesn't have a lot of talent, if any at all. I mean,
But Lil Christopher Bell showed talent that he's definitely can end in a cup ride.
Christopher Bell, I can always... The thing is, it's one thing to show talent in the Xfinity series, but like, the only select people have actually converted that into success in the Cup in recent years. And that's actually unfortunate. I'm backing out of that. Noah's just going to keep squeezing me. I was on the top of 3. I mean, the latest one that I have to think about...
Brandon Jones might be able to do something in trucks in a KBM ride.
No, even then, remember, he was in the 51 for a couple times. And apart from his, like, one spark of brilliance at Kentucky, but Grant Enfinger took him out, that was really it. He has been nowhere. Christian Eckes and Rafael Lessard have been better in that ride than Brandon Jones has. Okay, are we down to the bottom? Okay, cool. Good talk.
That's the only time I remember him running the 5-1.
Exactly. But he did at Chicagoland. I really overdrove that. He did it at Chicagoland, and he did it at Kansas, I want to say. Because he's been in it a handful of times. And it's just like one of those, it's just like one of those incredibly... I know, I don't even know how to describe him, because he's like an enigma. He's very hit or miss. I'll just leave it at that. But his misses are very apparent. I mean, hell, he is 12th in the standings. No, he's 11th in the standings. But he's so far removed from the rest of the top tier rides that it's actually absurd. Like, you know, at Joe Gibbs, you have a teammate who is Christopher Bell. You have a rotating door of talent, mainly, i.e., Kyle Busch, and yet here you are in the 19 Supra, barely holding on to 11th in standings. I mean, he's going to be kicked out of the first round of the playoffs. I mean, I'll tell you that. But like, he's just one of those drivers that just, I don't know, will never get a cup ride. At least a good cup ride.
So a slightly better Dana could accept mail without the swimsuit photo shoots.
I was going to compare him to a JJ Yaley, but yeah. He shows promise. He has the money backing, but he's not good. At the end of the day, he is just not a good driver. And the only reason he still has a ride is because he has sponsorship. But that's just my hottest of takes. That's my spicy corner. Yeah, I realized as soon as I did that, I really overdrove turn 3 there. That was me being aggressive, and I shouldn't be aggressive. I am ahead of these guys on strategy, so... Anyway, moving on. Moving on with the race. I don't know. And then the truck series, you know, like, we all know that Todd Gillen is not...
As of right now, since we're heading playoffs, who you'll pick win the championship in all the national series? Mine is Hamlin, Bell, and maybe.
And maybe Moffitt. Okay, so, let's
the
start
only
with...
reason Suarez still has a top tire ride is because of Eris, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I can almost guarantee that, too. You know, Eris brings that dank sponsorship, you know? They bring in that dough. Okay, so, Cup. I'll pick my final 4. As much as I want to put my boy Chase on there, I think he's going to get kicked out of the round of 8 again. Um, I think the final four will be Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, and Kyle Busch. It's going to be very, very plain Jane, and essentially people that you expected to be there. And I think the person to win, I think this will be Denny Hamlin's year. I think it will be him actually completing the circle and being able to do it. However, Homestead is statistically his worst track, so we'll see. Xfinity Series. I think this will be Cole Custer's year, with the final four being Christopher Bell, Cole Custer, Justin Allgaier, and I'll say Chase Briscoe. I don't think Tyler Reddick will actually get there. I feel like he's going to be too aggressive and take himself out. Cole Custer and because I can argue that by saying Tyler. Thank you, Dalton Sargent. I can argue that by saying that Tyler Reddick has been nowhere near as consistent on winning as Cole Custer or Bell has. And even though he's still classified as part of the Big Three, he has not had the results that they have had. So I feel like this will be Cole Custer's year. Christopher Bell will be a hard fight for it, but I think
if Reddick gets to the final four, he's almost a shoo-in for the championship.
I don't know, because Cole Custer was dominating the early Homestead race last year, but it's because Tyler Reddick took the chance and just started rim riding around the top side that he was able to pull ahead. So anyway, for trucks, I feel the final four will be Ross Chastain, Brett Moffitt, I want to say Matt Crafton, and I will put Grant Enfinger on there. And out of that, my winner, I would love to say Watermelon Man, but I think Brett Moffitt's going to go back-to-back. Brett Moffitt has just been an absolute god these last few playoff races.
Custer at Homestead. If the final race might be good.
Cole Custer has always been good at Homestead. Like, he was in the Final Four in 2017, but he got kicked out of that by William Byron because bad pit road strategy literally kicked him out of the top spot. But he was dominating the race, winning both stages. 2018, basically the same thing. But Tyler Reddick basically like imploded his own car and started rim riding the top, and Cole Custer was not willing to do that. So as soon as Reddick passed him, it was just game over. There was no way that he was going to pass him on the bottom. But yeah, I feel I want to say Watermelon Man is going to do the ultimate upset in the Truck Series. I would love to do that. Love to see that. I can almost guarantee, I'm willing to bet he's going to make the Final Four, you know, but I don't think he's going to go all the way. And that pains me because I want to see him get that trophy, because you know that reaction is going to be absolutely genuine.
Can do that for a challenge.
If you can do that for a challenge. Oh, Cole Custer holding Tyler Reddick off. It would be like one of those change history type of things. I don't know. We'll see in Heat 4. Like I said, I will definitely look at challenges because there was one particular person I saw that did a like a sample truck race at the Roval, and it had Ross Chastain's Iowa race win, even though he technically did not win the race. I don't know, semantics. So yeah, and my God, that True North truck looks good. Or was it his Kansas win? Because he raced the True North there. Yeah, that was Kansas. Okay, yep, never mind. It was his Kansas race win. Come on, Noah. I can't get past you. Well, if I can't get past you on the bottom, maybe I can do it on the top. If this was Heat 4, I'd be gaining so much time on him right now, but I don't know.
Do you think trucks could run the Roval?
Theoretically, yes. I think they should. I feel like the trucks should have an additional road course race. And I feel like the Roval adds that perfect element of that. You know, because Mid-Ohio, I feel like it's too big for them. Watkins Glen, arguably, could be used, but with all the truck teams and how their budgets are spread out, you know, with the Roval being in Charlotte, you know, you're not have to hike it to Sonoma. You're not going to have to hike it to Wisconsin for Road America. You know, it's just home base in at the Roval. Dude, guys, oh boy, let me tell you something. Roval at night. Oh, that would sell tickets. That would sell out the crowd for a night road course race. Night NASCAR road course race. There we go. Roval at night. I live in Ohio. I would fly down for that. I would not miss that. That has a potential of being as big as... Oh. Mamma mia. That would be... Mwah. Absolutely beautiful if they did the Roval at night.
Like 4 hours at Daytona.
Oh. That would be... That's the stuff of wet dreams right there. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, I'm sure they'll have to at least think about it, you know? Because with stuff like that, just being at their disposal, that'd be awesome to see. Still very loose. It's literally just the bottom two. I'm fine everywhere else.
I like the Martinsville night race.
Oh, I can't wait for that as well. And since I pre-ordered, you know, we're gonna get that on there. Now, dude, guys, we can also test Xfinity at Martinsville. There we go. Because, you know, they're gonna be there for 2020. God, it's been like, what, 30 years since Xfinity Series? Or 20 years since the Xfinity Series has been to Martinsville? Trucks are back at Richmond next year.
And trucks at Richmond.
Hey! Beat you to it, Cozy.
2006, I think.
2006? Really? Has it been that short amount of time? Huh. Well, still, either way.
Damn it, you beat me to it, LOL.
I'm on top of it today, chat. Hell, this race is almost over. We're about to start the Xfinity one after this. No breaks, just race. Time flies when you're having fun, right, chat? We're having a good old time. Hopefully, y'all are having a good time as well. Thanks for stopping on out. Actually, all things considering, like, all of the truck races are just really short. Like, I timed myself doing, like, Bristol, Eldora, Pocono. Like, Eldora is 55 minutes. Oh, Stuart Friesen decides to... Okay, how are we doing this? Stay up top. Okay, there we go. Good talk.
Buckle your seatbelts and race.
Buckle up your truck and race. So that was Austin Hill, not Stuart Friesen. I about to say that would be like typical Stuart Friesen if that was him, though. Just choking away
Still there.
a top tier finish right there. But okay, I guess we're not going to need caution for that. So good talk. But yeah, if you're just joining the stream, welcome. This is the Truck Series finale for Heat 3 in general. So after this race, we have 2 more races in Heat 3, and we are done with this game. And then we can move forward to bigger and better things, like Heat 4. So hopefully you enjoy your stay. We have 1 more race after this. Oh, and by the way, yes, if you're new around here, I do 100% races. I get questioned about that a lot. You'd be surprised how often. I even have a section about that in my About Me. It's like, question, why do you do 100% races? Basically, too long, didn't read. I feel like it.
I have this question to ask. Who will you think who will replace DW place?
For this year, they have no intention on replacing him. But I mean, I would love Larry Mack back in the booth. But I mean, let's be honest, it's probably going to be Jay McMurray. If they would put anyone to replace DW, it's going to be like Jay McMurray. No, which is unfortunate. You know, I feel like it's a waste of a good spot, but you know, whatever. So, P4 going strong. So, what we're gonna do? Oh, I was about to say we can't go all the way. Let's say we have 20 laps in the tank with 28 to go. We're not saving 8 laps. Or can we? No, probably not. But we're going to go as long as we can. And we're only going to take, like, fuel only.
I'm fine with McMurray so long as he keeps fighting the system and wearing tennis shoes with his suit.
Well, you're not going to see if he's going to do that. So there's really going to be, like, no, there's no way to actually know that he's wearing tennis shoes. He's wearing his sneakers, you know. But no, like I agree with your reasoning. That's actually funny. I don't know. It's been so long since we've had NBC, or since we haven't had Fox as our main NASCAR provider. I keep forgetting that Jay McMurray wears tennis shoes because he's at the end, so it's like wide open too, that you can actually see it. Like he's not even trying to hide it.
Fakes media credentials.
Or you know you're so good at what you do that you just don't care, and you have tennis shoes. So all these guys are probably taking 4, which is really good for us, because the only person we need to worry about is Noah. And I say that because he actually pit along with us during that caution. So he's our real only competition to win this race. I mean, not for the championship. I mean, we won this championship like, what, like 4 races ago, so not literally, no. We won this championship at
Personally, I hate suits,
Dega.
so I thought it was cool when he told people giving him heel to piss off.
Jay McMurray is funny. I don't know.
Complete Twitter savage. Yeah, or someday when my favorite driver Johnson does retire, maybe he wouldn't be bad choice to commentate the races. But he did good job, calm.
He did a good job commentating the Xfinity race at Atlanta. I was proud of him, just like Jeff Gordon. Communicate the truck race. You know, that would be nice. I mean, honestly, like, I feel like Harvick, if anything, has that spot covered because, oh my god, he's done so many commentating gigs for them that, you know, you can't really tell me that there's no, like, under-the-table agreement on them doing something like that, you know? But no, I would definitely like to see Johnson up there as well. I don't know. You know, Johnson probably won't. I mean, probably like, like almost 99% will retire at the end of 2020 because that's when his contract's up. You cannot tell me that he is gonna extend.
Still there.
To the outside.
Clear all around.
Now to the low side. Hit the ice. Good thing that won't be a thing anymore.
I want to see Kurt Busch commentate.
Oh my god, I want to see Clint
Kurt Busch
Boyer.
and Clint Bowyer.
Yeah, I was just about to. I just said Clint Boyer.
Inside there, driver. Hold this line here.
As soon as you said Kurt Busch, I was like, I want to see Boyer. Oh my god, the Cup guys coming down to commentate on the Xfinity Charlotte race. Oh my god, Boyer had me dying when Bubba forgot who Ross Chastain and what car he drove. Boyer literally was going at him. Oh my god. That entire broadcast was actually very good. If only more of them were good. Because I'm not a huge fan of Adam Alexander. But, like, because, like, to me, like, Adam Alexander is very, like too professional and by the book. You know, he's not that interesting.
But you never know. I think one more years breaks that 7 championship streak and gets the 8th championship, then he'll retire after he.
Okay, let's entertain that for a hot second. Can you imagine, what would you guys do knowing that Jimmy Johnson will win a 8th championship? If you're watching Homestead, final 5 laps, paint a picture. Homestead, crowds roaring, stands are packed. Jimmy Johnson takes the lead with 5 to go. Has to hold off Kyle Busch, Truex, all these guys in the final 4, and then coming around the final corner, you have Rick Allen saying like, from dust till rising from the ashes, much like a phoenix, Jimmy Johnson is now an 8-time champion. You know, something along those lines. You know, that just goes to show you I'm not even commentating. What would you guys do knowing that Jimmy Johnson in the modern era has accomplished more than Dale Sr. or Richard Petty has ever accomplished in the championship category? What would you guys do? Honestly, would you guys, like, take back everything you guys said about, like, him in 2018-19? Because that would be me as well. Like, I would take back everything I said about him. You know? Would you say that Jimmy would be the best driver in NASCAR history in the 15, 16 years that he's been driving, winning, I don't know, 83 plus races and eight championships? Would that be enough to make him the best driver in NASCAR history? Or is there something else, you know? In this modern era of racing where everything's so much more competitive, you know? It was easy for Richard Petty to win 200 races because, you know, he went to every race and not everyone did. Not that, but the level of competition back then I feel was a little worse. because they built their own engines and they didn't have like an engine supplier, but Petty did. I'm curious, Chad. What do you guys think? What's your hot take? Noah getting held up. That's actually really good for us.
You can stay on the bottom right here. Careful, still there.
Not by a long shot, he's a great driver, but it would be a stretch to say he could drive anything. He has success in Baja trucks, and obvious. I was so amazed how he won his 7 championship, but always will be legend. I would put him in 3RD. But I think Richard Petty has to be the.
Alright, hang on. Let me get on the back shift so I can actually read the rest of that. So I can read it out loud so my text-to-speech doesn't... So not by a long shot. Okay, so... He hasn't been able to do anything in Xfinity aside from his one win in a bad wreck. And now that the Cup package is just glorified Xfinity cars, he's struggling. No, I get you. I get what you're saying there, TA, and let me see what you're saying, Cozy. Again, let me get on the backstretch. I'm kind of doing that in between stretches here. God forbid there's like a car just stopped right here. I was amazed that he wound up his 7 championship, but always would wouldn't put him in 3rd. Only has 83, trying to tie Darrell Waltrip. Okay, no, I get what you're both are saying. It was just a question. You know, only meant for the hottest it takes. So 10 to go. We did actually end up saving like 2 laps worth of fuel there, but that's not going to be enough. So this could be a decision of the race. 2 tires or no tires? Chat, what do you think? 2 tires, no tires? Because Noah's right behind me. He's going to be pitting at the same time as me. And my God, look at that tire wear. That means the Xfinity side is going to be really bad. Because you have more fuel on that. So you run longer. And this is, what, like 50 laps into the run? They can do about like 10 more? My tire was going to be awful.
2. 2 tires, see what happens.
Bring her down pit road.
Alright, well, we're going to be making this decision this lap. So we have second half, essentially, to Noah.
2 tires, 1 can.
Oh yeah, just enough fuel.
Drop your
But I
feet,
think
driver.
Johnson could get 9-0 career wins or closer to the difference. Couple more years in Cup.
Oh no, I get you. Alright, so rights half can. We only need a half can. Repair. Nah, I'm not gonna touch it. I don't want to mess anything up. I don't want my ebb and flow touched. All right, Matt Crafton, let's go win this race.
You're clear, pit road.
Let's see where we come out. Because Noah stayed out, so he's not. He's still on the track.
Evan P. Flow.
Evan P. Flow. Oh, it also doesn't help that, oh my God. Chat. I swear to God if this actually happens. So it looks like Noah took no tires because he's coming out right now. We'll be basically side by side with him. Did you see who's in the lead right now? Chat? Please tell me you saw that. I swear to God, if he wins this race. Probably won't because it looks like Cody Coughlin's side by side with him right now. So Ward's too. Oh, there he is. He's right behind us. Look at that. Look at this, chat. Look at this mad lad. Corbin Forrester up here in second place. Huge moment off 4. Okay, well, I guess, we'll see. We'll see if a caution comes out in the next 3 laps. Because there's still a chance. But you know what? I'll take 3rd, 4th, 5th. I'll take a top 5.
One guy I always want to meet is Jimmy Johnson. But I did meet Kurt Busch and Ty Dillon at my Honda track at Sonoma where got my Johnson head.
Ooh. And see, there are always certain drivers that you always wish that you can meet, so,
About 2 years ago. He had a big Twitter rant, then the team shut down a month later.
I know, Corbin Forrester. Oh, believe me, I'm just saying that this mad lad up here in second is the Corbin Forrester. I have seen him win a race before. It was at Dega, so I guess you can say that counts. But, like, yeah, but here we are at Homestead. He's actually putting a fight at Cody Coughlin right now. I swear to God, chat, if he wins this race, I'm gonna actually just flip my shit. If he wins this race, screw it. I'm not gonna do the Xfinity Series. I'm gonna call it right here. Because that's enough excitement to last us a lifetime.
Will the real Corbin Forrester please turn left?
Oh my God, Stuart Friesen. He just had a huge run coming off 4. Chat, can you guys see him? He's really close. He's side by side. He's looking. He's quarter panel. Oh my God, he may actually get there. Coming into 3. They're side by side. Side draft him. I guess it'll be P5 for us, but I think Cody Coughlin got him. Okay, so yeah, we're still on for the Xfinity race. Dang, that was actually harder than I thought. We won there pretty handily last season, but I guess it changes. It's a good thing that this wasn't actually a battle for the championship, so little victories. Okay, whew. Cody Coughlin saved me there.
Top 5 not bad.
I'll take it. I'll always take a top 5. But yeah, no, my God. There was just a lot of fast trucks today. Like, Stuart Friesen, like, dominated the beginning part of the race. But in typical Stuart Friesen fashion, just cannot close it out. Unless it's Eldora. We also ran a very clean race, too. But yeah, look at us. We won half the season. So, yeah. Like I said, Chad, that was not like an actual battle for the championship. We won that at, like, Dega. So yeah. We didn't win the race, so we couldn't do burnout. Darn.
Apparently his wife is smoke sex, so they hate each other.
Oof. So you're telling me that there's no contract offer at Stewart Haas anytime soon? Darn. Corbin Forrester with the fastest lap. My God. Stuart Friesen leading the most. Actually, that's literally half the race right there. So he led half the race, but he finished 4th, so good job. Cody Coughlin on the move. Good talk all around. And Joe Nemechek. Front row Joe, why you break my heart each and every time you finish last? Why do you do this to me, front row Joe?
Romain Grosjean would have a better chance at Mercedes.
Oh my god.